That's all I'm asking for is your cooperation.
But I'm telling you that's not my dog. There's no reason for you to ask me to exit my vehicle.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to exit the car. Okay. And if you don't want to, I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna take.
I knew that already.
Okay.
But there was no reason for him to push that upon me and say that I had to identify myself. He must not understand the Constitution or have respect for the American flag.
Two different encounters, two escalating ID disputes, and two moments where officers pushed constitutional boundaries too far. Tonight's videos take us into California, where tensions exploded during public encounters over ID demands, recording police, and the limits of authority. These officers believed they could pressure citizens into identifying themselves. But the people filming weren't backing down. Huge credit to the original channels for documenting these encounters and helping spread awareness about civil rights and constitutional protections. Make sure to subscribe to their channels. Links are in the description. And tell them that Mr. Wright, ID Refusal sent you because we love civil rights. Will these citizens stand their ground, or will the pressure finally break them?
How you doing, man?
All right.
Is that your dog?
No.
You don't know who it is?
No.
How you doing, man?
All right.
You know whose dog that is at all?
No. I don't know if that's the same dog that chased me a while ago when I called SPCA on them a while back. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You have your ID on you, man?
ID
Your
for
driver's
what?
license? Sorry?
For what?
I just want to make sure you're doing what you're doing. That's not your dog because it's illegal to have a dog with no leash.
Well, I just told you it's not my dog.
What's the returns on it? Copy. Do you have your ID, man?
I don't.
You don't
I
have
don't
it?
see why I should identify myself if I haven't committed any crime. I just told you the dog wasn't
explained
mine.
to you, okay?
Yeah.
Just explained to you. I drove around. You've been with this dog for about 5 minutes. It has no leash. It's against the law in the city of San Mateo to have a dog with no leash.
Yeah, I know
If
that.
it's not your dog and I can verify that, then cool. Okay?
No, I told you
But I
it's
don't
not
know
my
if
dog.
you've had it. I know, but people lie to the police all the time.
Is your supervisor around?
I am, unfortunately, right now I am. I can have another supervisor come over here if you would like.
That sounds great.
Okay, well, I still need your ID.
No, I don't see why I should identify myself.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
haven't committed no crime. You know, I don't see why I should, why, you know, you want to invade my privacy like
I
that.
just explained to you, okay?
Yeah.
Why? If you don't like that answer, I understand. I'll get another supervisor over here to talk with you, okay?
Yeah, that sounds
But
good.
I'm going to ask you to step out of the car, okay?
For what reason?
Because you're not being cooperative.
I haven't committed no crime.
I just told you about the dog.
I told you the dog wasn't mine. It was.
Well, how do
You
I
see,
know
it's
that?
outside
You've
the
been out-
vehicle.
You've been here for almost five minutes with the dog, okay?
Yeah,
That's all I'm asking for is your cooperation.
but I'm telling you that's not my dog. There's no reason for you to ask me to exit my vehicle.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to exit the car. Okay. And if you don't want to, I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna take you out of the car. Okay. I'm trying to be as cordial
Well,
as I can
I'm
with
filming you,
I
just so
understand
you
that.
know.
I understand that. Okay. I explained to you that I have suspicion that you're committing a crime. I'm asking you to identify yourself, which you're failing to do so. Okay. I'm trying to be respectful to you.
I like to talk to your supervisor.
I'll get the supervisor over here. Okay. But I'm not gonna sit here not knowing if you have a weapon or anything in the car.
I don't have no
Okay.
weapons.
Can you step out of the car for me?
I'd rather you get your supervisor over here
Okay. I'm
before
gonna
we
ask you to
proceed.
step out of the car. Okay.
Why?
Can you step out of the car?
Am I under arrest?
No, you're being detained. Okay?
For what?
Step
I haven't
out.
committed
I've
no
already explained to
crime.
you. I've explained to you. 142. Can you send the supervisor? Okay, come over here.
Hold on, I'm locked.
I'll kind of just pull it off. Stop the film and then just no worries. Just give me
The first encounter ended with an officer pushing harder for ID without clear answers. But the next video goes even deeper into distrust, homelessness, recording police, and a citizen who believes the system already failed him long before the camera started rolling.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? Can I talk to you for a second?
What's going on? Why are you taking my phone?
Relax, relax.
Why are you taking my phone?
Relax, relax.
Why are you taking my phone?
Relax.
I'm recording.
I understand that. I need to talk to you.
You don't need to take my stuff like that.
What's your name? You have ID on you, sir? Sir. 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 Can I talk to you for a second?
Hey partner, we don't have a problem with you recording us.
It seems like he does.
No,
I'm trying to talk to you.
But he's asking you just some simple questions because, as you know, across this country, there are people that are out to harm police for no reason, right? You read about it every day in the news about people getting ambushed and so forth. So not only do you have
What about people getting incriminated by San Mateo police?
Hold on. I'll give you a chance to talk. I'm explaining to you the reason for our contact, which is, I would think, what you want, right? So, just like you have a right to record, we have a right to come talk to you about it. Make sure you're not a threat to us or the citizens coming into the parking lot to come here.
The police are the threat to the people.
And if that's your
I was
opinion-
incriminated by the San Mateo police.
Okay, well, we could talk about that too.
There's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, actually, there is a lot to talk about. I'm a supervisor here, and if you need to make a complaint or something like that, we can handle that as
I
well.
already have. Nothing was done.
Okay, well, if it's not to your satisfaction, I can maybe give you some other options. So we can go in and sit down and talk about that, or you could simply ID yourself.
I'm homeless. I was living in my truck. I stay out of my truck, and Officer Chris Lewis almost made me lose my truck.
Okay.
Is there any way we can talk to you?
So why don't you help me out here and give me your name so I know who I'm talking to, and that way.
Do you understand the
look
Fourth
into-
Amendment?
I do understand the Fourth
Okay.
Amendment. So that's why I'm asking for your name, so I can look into what you just talked about with Officer Lewis.
Just look up Chris Lewis. You'll find. He can tell you all about it.
You the one that
He
drives-
knows what he did.
You drive an old truck? Sir? Sir, are you gonna have a conversation or no?
Let me ask you this question, because maybe we'll just cut to the chase. Are you on probation or parole?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
What evidence
You-
do you have
you-
that I'm under, that I have probation or parole?
I don't have any evidence of that. However, by asking that question, if you are now obligated to inform me of that.
But what
That
evidence
question-
do you
that
have?
question I don't have. I'm asking you. And simply asking you means you legally need to state whether you are or not. That is a condition of your probation. or
If I
parole.
was, I would tell you I am. But I am not.
Thank you. Then you answered the questions. That's all I was asking for. This doesn't have to be adversarial. You know
Well,
what I mean?
your officer made it like that.
My officer isn't me. My officer isn't
Chris
him.
Lewis, you guys are a part of a team. You guys work as a team.
We're all.
One of your officers,
We're all members of the
one of
human
your
race.
officers almost made me lose my truck, and I'm in my situation. How do you think I feel about that?
Okay, so how do we take steps to fix that?
Uh,
What is
He
this-
almost made me lose my truck.
Okay, so how do we take steps to help you with that? If you're in a situation where things are bad, how do we take
Well,
steps?
Chris Lewis
to
showed me
correct
you
that?
guys aren't there to help. I was trying to have animal control come out and deal with the dog, and he didn't. As a public servant, he didn't help me. He incriminated me.
And how did he incriminate you? What were you arrested for?
He told me that I was trying to have animal control come out and deal with the dog for the second time. He told me that the dog couldn't be off a leash in San Mateo County. I knew that already.
Okay.
But there was no reason for him to push that upon me and say that I had to identify myself. He must not understand the Constitution or have respect for the American flag.
Was it your dog?
It was not my dog. I explained that to him, and he still proceeded to want me to ID.
Okay.
when I guess he doesn't understand the Fourth Amendment.
Sir, do you mind getting out of the roadway so you don't get hit by a car? I don't want you to get injured.
I'm not in the roadway. I'm right
Yeah,
in
you
the
are.
driveway.
There's
That's
cars
the
coming out of
driveway.
here.
Here,
Step
we'll
over
give
on
you
the
room
side.
over here. And you do realize that these cameras work both ways, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right.
Usually they get turned off every now and then.
Sure, I'm not here to try to change your mind about how you feel about police or anything like that. But what I will say is just treating people with just common courtesy and respect, like we're treating you, goes a long
Why
way.
didn't Chris Lewis do that?
We're not talking about Chris Lewis. If you
Well,
wanna
I
talk
am.
about- if you
He
wanna
put
talk-
me in this situation.
He didn't put you in this situation. You're putting yourself in this situation.
When
got
he
nothing to
arrested
do
me,
with
I
it.
wasn't bothering nobody.
Okay.
I was trying to
He's
help
got
the city
nothing to
out.
He's got nothing to do with you here right now. If you want to make a complaint about Chris Lewis and come
I
in and
already
talk
did.
about that, you didn't make it with me.
The captain seems like he thinks that my violates weren't righted, so be it.
Okay.
I don't have to write another complaint.
Okay, then contact the DA's office. What's the point of this?
I'm just gathering content for a story.
Okay. Gather your content. That's fine. And so you told me you are not on probation or parole. correct?
Nope.
Okay. Very good, sir. Is there anything else we can do for you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm just trying to survive, and the officers showed me that they're not
You
there
want
to
any
help.
resources from us?
That's
On November the 3rd, I was trying to cross El Camino. I rescued a little girl out of a car. Officer G. Moore says that if I'm giving the paramedic attitude, that he can put me in handcuffs right now because there's 3 people here that are more important than me right now.
okay. Again, you want to stand out here and film and make statements, but not actually come in and actually have a conversation about any kind of whether you want to go through the complaint process or you want some resources we might be able to.
I went over to request to speak with
So-
Susan 3 times. I was denied over
Okay.
3 times.
All right. Is there Sam 57? We're code 4. Okay, so you can sit here and record all day long. Like if you're making a story, that's great. Is there anything we can do for you that's rational and something that we can actually help you with?
Are you homeless right now?
When I needed help, the police didn't help me.
What do you think we're
So
doing
how are you
now?
going to help me now?
I'm talking about right now. Is there anything we can do for you right now? Whether it be take a complaint, try to help you find some resources, anything that we need here, or do you just want to be left to record?
Okay, what am I supposed to do when I'm put in this situation? Like I'm saying, I almost lost my truck, man. That was my home.
Okay, that doesn't answer my question. I'd be more than happy to sit down with you and try to help you out.
I already came over here over 3 times. They told me that the officer didn't violate my rights, so
Okay.
that's what the police thinks.
All right,
you
so-
know,
so
and they're
I'm-
gonna stick with
I'm-
their decision.
I'm interpreting that as case closed. You don't want any assistance from me.
I wanted assistance a long time ago.
Okay.
I came over here over 3 times. Why didn't
Okay.
they have you come out and talk to me?
It's quite possible I wasn't here.
Well, they could have told me we can have you speak with this officer, so and so.
Okay.
Why didn't they do that?
Do you want to take? I'm giving you an opportunity to take care of it now.
And what is that gonna do?
I don't know. We'd have to sit down and you'd have to
It's
tell
not
me
gonna
what's
take the
going
mark
on.
off my record.
Okay. All right. All right. Have a good day.
You put me
If
in
there's
jail.
if there's nothing else I can do for you, have a good day.
Tonight's encounters weren't just about refusing ID. They were about something bigger, how fast freedom disappears when people stop questioning authority. The Constitution only works when ordinary people are willing to stand on it under pressure. Not with violence, not with chaos, but with knowledge, calm, and the courage to say, What law says I have to comply? You do not need to stay silent. You need to understand the law. In this country, freedom is not something you ask permission to use. It is something you exercise. If you've ever been pressured to show ID without understanding your rights, share your experience in the comments below. And subscribe so you never get caught off guard again. This is Mr. Right, ID Refusal, where civil rights are the strongest weapon.